Hey, good morning, Mr. Price here. I got a story for you. I don't know if you're really interested, but you're watching, so you must be. Anyways, August 29th of 2020, I had a Kawasaki John Deere 737, and the motor blew up. I rebuilt the motor one other time. It lasted me another year, but it was evident that I needed to replace that motor. So I went online and I found a place called Small Engine Warehouse that had direct replacement motors for the 737. So what they offered was a Briggs Stratton Vanguard 23 horse, and I purchased it because it was a direct replacement. It was, a no-brainer. Came with all the instructions, everything. And me being the handy guy that I am, I took it apart, installed the engine. Like I said, that was on August 29th, almost September. So it ran fine. It ran beautiful, actually. I used it September, October, and maybe a week of November, cutting up leaves and what have you. And then I put it away from November, December, January, February, March, April, and starting in May, I was starting to use it again. Well, I used it up until last fall, which was like September, end of October, and I was coming around the side of my house and I heard a pop sound, and then all of a sudden I started hearing all this rattle and I shut the motor off. I got off the tractor, walked to the back of it. There was oil everywhere. The whole yard from in the behind of the John Deere, because that's where the motor is, there was just an oil trail. And I looked, and the oil filter blew completely off of the lawnmower. I had no way of knowing that because, it's behind the lawnmower. I didn't know anything was wrong until I got off and seen what happened. So I ended up having to push it into my garage, and there it sat all winter. I figured, well, I'll get to working on it in the spring, right before cutting season came. That's what leads me to where I'm at right now. So I started working on it. It was cranking over and everything, but I couldn't get it to start, no matter what I did. So I thought it was the voltage, or the what the heck is the name of it? I thought I wasn't getting any spark. So I bought a new relay, and that wasn't it. Then I just started looking at it more and more and more, and I realized there's something major wrong with this. So I'll show you the videos of me diagnosing it and what I thought was wrong with it. And then I'll get back to my story when the time comes, and I'll let you see what transpired. Hey, good morning. It's me, Mr. Price. Yes, it's me, Mr. Price. And today, I'm working on my lawnmower. At some time or another, we all run into a problem where our lawnmower won't start. And most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, it's this little bugger right here. So today, we're going to change that and see if that's what the problem is with this lawnmower. Okay, I got the thingamajiggy off. Actually, it's not called a thingamajiggy, in case you guys were wondering. It's called a starter regulator. And what happens with this is, when you turn power on, this is basically a switch. You got power when you turn the key on, and you turn the key, it opens the circuit up and lets power flow from one side to the other, which lets your motor turn over. And then when you shut it off, it basically cuts the power off here, and that's what shuts her down. So I think that's the problem with this. I have another one. Let's see if it'll work. Well, as luck has it, I don't have another starter relay. Could have sworn I did in my junk parts, but I don't. So that means I'm going up to one of the farm stores and I'm going to have to buy a universal starter regulator. I do have another one. I just had it in a different junk drawer. So, looks about the same. Got one post. Let's take her apart and see if she'll work. Well, you know what they say. Contact. Uh-oh. Nope, nothing. Darn it! Ugh. That's not how I wanted it. All right. It's here. My package is here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Got me a new one. New starter cylinder. Let's see what happens. So what's...
There's the cam. There's the other part of it. See how there's no connecting rods?
That is crazy.
See? Both of them are broke. Just not the one. See where it ripped the skirt out?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, what, in your opinion, what do you think?
You need a whole new short block.
Yeah, but I mean, what causes that?
Probably when this went, all the oil went out of it. And that's why
You don't mind if you're on camera, do you?
No. And that's because, see, there's no oil lubrication there.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that was like, you know, from the time that I heard the pop and I shut it off.
Yeah, it's so quick. It happens so quick. You can get up in here.
Wow. Honestly, I was like, I can't even. Oh, that's crazy. That's $2,000.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm like,
how long will it take, you think, till Briggs lets us know?
It varies. Sometimes they get back with you in a day or two. Sometimes it's a couple weeks.
Did you already take pictures of it? And
Well, I might have to disassemble the whole thing, take the flywheel off the crank out and everything. That's the way they want us to do it. Take the heads off, pull the pistons out because they want to see if they're scoring up in the pistons. You know, they go through everything.
okay.
So I'll get that done today. I'll tear it down to nothing.
That's crazy.
But that's what they want you to do. They want you to tear it down to nothing.
Okay, well, I appreciate you showing it to me.
Yeah.
And
that's why I said for me to show it to you, then me to explain it to you.
That is crazy.
What happened?
Right in half.
Yes. What happened is probably when the connecting rod went, because the cam sits up in here. When the connecting rod, it took out the cam. Because that's why it took me so hard to get the cam out.
Yeah.
Because it was bent in like this. And to take that cover off, I'm like, why ain't this cover coming off? It was just all bent.
Well, there's just no call for that. I mean, that's just...
Usually what happens, like on all these Briggs, see that little spring?
Yeah.
They go bad. That's your compression relief valve. If it goes and don't turn over, and then you turn it by hand and it goes woo, it's usually that cam. We go through cams like crazy on the Briggs.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, that's.
I'll be really surprised if they don't replace that, because I mean that is definitely not from me.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the oil. That's why I left the oil in it. You can still see it's still. Well, you had to add oil anyway, so but.
Okay, Tom. Appreciate it. All right, we'll wait to hear from him. You got everything you need from me?
Yeah.